Hello, and we're back to community cooking. First, a little movie quiz. Okay, movie. Harry Potter. Remember those things in the plants? They scream at them? Okay, well, anyways, today we're doing a show called Show Us Your Roots. How did I get this recipe, you ask? Well, let me tell you how I got this recipe. I went on the internet. That's right, I went on the internet and I pulled up traditional Manitoba cuisine, and they said this beautiful Show Us Your Roots recipe. And what it is a number of root vegetables cut up, put a lovely sauce on, let it bake, then you put a little bit of browned butter on the top. It's going to taste great. It's going to be great. Hooah! Let's get started. Now this one here that I made the about, well, this is a celery root. See the celery? See the root. I never knew this could be a vegetable, but I was told it's quite good. So we're going to first cut this one up. We've got to peel it off a bit here. Now what I have here is I have a number of root vegetables, and you can, I just sort of took a list and went with it. And so I'm just taking off the outside of this. A little bit of dirt left on this one. Yeah. So you can tell there's a root vegetable. You know what? I know I'm not peeling as close as I could be, but hey, that's me. Now you see my hands are red because I did a beet a little earlier. Okay, so we'll move this stuff off there. We'll flip it over so we don't have the dirt. And we will cut ourselves a couple of pieces of this celery root. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to taste. It's going to be interesting to find out. Actually, I found this out today at Safeway. I was looking for roots and I was talking to the people there. They said, well, this lady told us about the celery root and how she used it in her cooking. So, hey, I figured, what the heck. You know what? I'm going to get the strainer because we're going to rinse all these veggies off before we put them in our sauce. So we'll throw these in the strainer. This is our celery root. Next, we have some carrots. So I got to peel off some carrots. And we'll go to this just for a moment. It was calling for maple syrup liqueur. I couldn't get any, so I'm going to make a Southern Comfort maple syrup, my own kind of liqueur. Hey, it's my show. I can do it. Okay, so we need to peel off some carrots here. Now, these carrots are great looking carrots. Now, you don't always have to peel them. You could just wash them, scrub them down real good, but I haven't had a chance to do that, so we're just going to simply peel them. And there we have it, peeled, sliced, diced, julienne, and hey, ready to go. So we'll cut that off, and we'll cut that end off, and I'll peel one more of these. Actually, we'll peel all of them. So, how's everybody doing out there? Having a good time? Enjoying the show? Well, I know we're enjoying bringing it to you. And actually, believe it or not, yes, we have some of our new recipes on the website. Now, what I tried to do, I tried to call them 2005-06 and then the name of the recipe. So they'll be up at the top of the chart. I know for sure I've got at least 3 on there now. And by the time this airs, there might be 4 or 5 of the new recipes. The marinade's up there. The Kim's Mom's Christmas cake is up there. There's one other one I put up there. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, the dog breath chili. So that's up there. And we'll have this recipe up there, and plus the pita surprise that we did with Krista and the smoothies, and our classical cuisine that we did with Sarah, and then whatever else. So please go to the website. They are updated now. That's gokiddo.com. Click on the NCC10 button. Hit community cooking. See the little chef dancing. And then you go to the recipes, and they're there. And then you just pick the recipe, hit print, and there it comes up. Boo! Okay, that's why we're going to wash the carrots. Okay. That's the carrots done. What a mess I'm making today. Okay, parsnips. Now, parsnips, I guess we need to peel these. Now, they said the parsnips just don't slice them, don't cut them into like you would carrots. They said to leave them long, so we're going to leave them long. So we just simply need to peel them like so. This is a pretty good peeler. Very fancy, isn't it? Do you like that? That's very nice. Yes, I like it. Okay, so get that peeled and cut off the end and cut off the other end. Put that over there. Let's do a couple more parsnips. Now, the other stuff that's added to this is some canola oil. Now, this makes a great side dish. I mean, this wouldn't be the main meal, but I only had time to do this today, so this is what you're getting. And plus two, hey, you're hungry? You want to eat? Maybe this is just enough for you. A potato root kind of, you're a meat and potato kind of guy? Why not? I have a question though. Somebody can clarify this for me. I was told that yams and sweet potatoes are different. One has a white center and one has a yellow center. So I thought I got both today. Now I might have made the mistake myself. But that's the sweet potato. Now that's the yam. Now the yam's got a little red because that's from the beet. I used the same knife. But I don't see a whole lot of difference there. So either I mixed up grabbing these or there's not a lot of difference between them. Please tell me, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so we'll do one more parsnip. Like so. And we have other vegetables that are going in this. Of course, we have the potatoes. And the potatoes, they're nice white skinned potatoes. And I love the skin on a white potato. So I am not going to peel those at all. We're just going to wash them when we wash all our other vegetables. So that's our parsnips and our carrots and our beets. Okay, let's go with our sweet potato / yam. So we'll cut it, we'll peel that because now I know when you bake these, you can leave them in the skin and it's kind of neat to heat them out of the skin. That's kind of like a very different kind of mashed potato or a baked potato. But I love sweet potatoes. They are so good. I know I'm cutting towards myself. Okay, sorry. I will learn my lesson. Now, if you're out there and you're going, hey, I've got a great recipe for you now, well, email me. And then maybe we can get you on the show with your recipe. Because that's what community cooking is all about, bringing recipes from the community to you, the viewing public. That's right. Okay, so this is our, we're going to cut that up in a second. Potatoes. Okay, this is a parsnip, rutabaga. Once again, rutabaga, turnip. Not quite sure what the difference is. They smell about the same to me. So let's cut this up into smaller pieces. I've already peeled this. Now these ones here usually take a little longer to cook, but these are all going in together. They're going to bake in the oven for approximately 40 minutes or so. So we'll make sure these pieces are small so that they can cook quicker, like that. Now the beet itself, I didn't boil it or any of that neat stuff. We're just throwing it all in. This is kind of my kind of experiment with it. The original did not call for beets, but beets are a root vegetable and you shouldn't leave a poor beet out. That's the way I feel about it anyways. Okay, so there we go. We chopped up our rutabaga / turnip, okay, into smaller pieces. Put all those in there for now. And what else are we going to do here? Oh, the beet. Let's cut up the beet into small pieces. Now, beets don't take too long to cook. I know that for a fact. And I love the taste of a beet. I love pickled beets. Sweet pickled beets, good. And I love cooked beets. Beets are so good for you. Lots of iron in them. Good and healthy. Good for the kids. If you get the kids eating them, that's a good thing too. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to leave that for last when we wash that separately. Potatoes, we're going to wash those. I guess we could cut them up and just wash them. Okay, my knife is red. Are you having fun? Because I am. Okay, let's finish cutting up our veggies here. And then we can make our sauce that's going to go in with them. So I'm going to cut my potatoes up in thin slices like this. And then I will do one in cubes, which is kind of makes it a little different. Put those in there. And this one here we'll cut in half like that. And then we'll do it this way. It's a little different. Yeah, what the heck. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, now garlic. We're going to put garlic in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put whole cloves on our tray of stuff. So all we have to do is really peel them, that's all. So to peel them, we just break them all up. You say, Daryl, garlic? That's hard to believe. Well, you know what? I love garlic. So we just take it, we peel it like this. And there's a piece there. Cut off this little hard end piece right there. And that actually can just go in our bowl that we're going to mix everything in. I'll put it over there. And we'll do this one. I don't like to crack them too hard because I want to try to leave the clove as whole as possible because Baked garlic is such a neat taste, and it softens up in there so nicely. This looks like a huge, huge clove here. Holy moly, this guy's like a monster clove. It's a deformed, big clove. Look at the size of that. It's like a toe of a Tyrannosaurus. Okay, I threw stuff on the floor. Okay. All right, anyways, that end come off, so we'll put it in there. And see what else we can get in here. Okay, there's another big one right in here. It says, you know, like a head of garlic. I don't think we need a head, but we need quite a bit because garlic is so good. It's so tasty and it makes your meal just wonderful. And you know, if you're from Manitoba, you know there's garlic in pretty much everything and anything, especially in the Ukrainian communities and actually all over the place too. It's just one of those things that you need to have lots of. Okay, there's a garlic done, beets done. Okay, we need to chop up sweet potato. So let's do it up like so. Now, sweet potato softens up, or yams soften up when they're cooked, but we're going to try to leave them in large chunks so we can grab them when it's done. Now, like I said, this takes about 40 to 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Speak much, not today. Okay, so we got to get those in the oven and we got to get them cooking. Now, I set the degrees at 370. I'm going to move that up to 385 because more power is better. Okay, so we throw that in there. And you can see we're getting a pretty neat looking coloring here. Okay, so now the parsnips, we simply want to cut them long, like so. And then in half again, I believe. That's what we're going to do. We're going to leave them long and make them different. There we go, there's one. And two. And three. Okay, viewer's choice. How are we going to cut up those carrots? Let's ask you, the viewers. Okay, you want me to cut them into small chunks? All right, got it. I love this interactive television. Isn't it great? Okay, so, almost lost that one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces like that, and then we're just going to half them. I'll have them later. And this one here. Like so, maybe those bigger, fatter pieces we can cut down to smaller size. And this one here, and then half again, and then half again. And you tell two friends, and they'll tell two friends, and so on, and so on. Sorry, I am a child of television. That's just the way it is. Television commercials, television shows. How many there out there are Forest Ranger fans? I loved the Forest Rangers when I was growing up. And now I can watch it on digital cable on TV Land. That's right, I can enjoy them with my children. And they seem to think it's kind of a cool show. But I was watching them. I was watching those shows. And we were pretty naive as children. Because, I mean, there's some very interesting stuff happening on the Forest Rangers that you got to kind of wonder about. You know, Shingwalk, in the tent, big pipe, smoky all the time. Sees things, talks to the gods. I'm not sure what exactly Shingwat was smoking, but hey, that's okay. Alrighty then, so we'll put that into here. That's a lot of vegetable, isn't it? That's a lot of vegetable, man. Okay, now, these are shallots. Shallots are like little kind of, they come apart like garlic almost, eh? See how they, but they're like an onion flavor. So they're kind of a cross between onion and garlic, I guess, so. And onion and garlic's one of those favorite flavors that they have in chips. So we're just going to cut the ends off, peel them a little here. Oh, good. I'm going to smell like onions all afternoon. Go visit clients and just, oh, yes, my fingers smell like onions, but that's okay. So we're just going to leave those fairly whole. This is a sort of addition I made to this. Is the shallots, and I figured, hey, it called for onion, and I thought, well, let's try shallots. Be a little different. Okay, we need a couple more of these. Like so, and we'll roll that back. Okay, let's see, one more shallot. Sounds like something from the Bible, eh? And the shallot said, no, okay. Sorry. That was just bad, I know, but trying to fill time here and talk, and not that I have a problem talking, as you all know. Okay, so that's 4 shallots, and we have our garlic, we have all our vegetables, we have parsnips, we have rutabaga, we have sweet potato, we have beets and potatoes and carrots. So what we need to do is we need to rinse these all off. I'm gonna just, you know what we're gonna do? I'll rinse them all off, and then when we come back, I'm gonna put the mixture in, we stir them all together. Hello, we're back to community cooking. All my vegetables have been washed and cleaned, and they're just sitting in this big bowl right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make our mixture that goes on the side, well, what we mix into there. So we start with canola oil. We put in about 1/3 of a cup of canola oil. Okay, and we put that in this bowl here, like so. Look, I'm measuring today. Whew, how's that? Then we're gonna put in 1 tablespoon of Southern Comfort. Oh, that's such a sweet smell. Okay, there we go. 1 tablespoon of the Southern Comfort. And we're gonna put in 2, at least 2, maybe more, of the maple syrup. So 1, 2, well, 3. 3 tablespoons of the maple syrup into that mixture there. Now that's what we're gonna coat our vegetables with. And actually, I need to get some basil. If I have basil somewhere in this crazy wacko place here. We have mint. Actually, you know, mint would probably be pretty darn good too. So sage, cumin. You know what? I'm not going to have any basil, am I? Oh, I have no basil, ground spice, oregano, thyme, rosemary and thyme, dillweed. Actually, dillweed, you know what? Dillweed and sage. So I'm changing the recipe as we go. We're going to add a little dillweed and sage to this as well. So sage, oh, sage has such a lovely flavor. We don't need much though. I'm looking for my really small measure. So we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of sage into there, as well as 1/2 teaspoon of the dill weed. Now, once again, dill used a lot in, well, in Slavic, I guess, origination cooking. So now we need to blend this together. So I'm going to whisk it. We may need just a little bit. Look at how that thickens up. Oh, so nice. We might need a little bit more canola oil, because that's a lot of vegetables. That's probably more vegetables than I really need. So we're going to add 1 more tablespoon of the Southern Comfort. Will you laugh at me? It's just a tablespoon. Come on. You use more than a sore tooth. We'll do 1 more tablespoon of the, well, 2. Okay, 2 of the maple syrup. Okay, and then we're just going to add a couple tablespoons of the canola, just because we need to coat all this really well. So 1, about 2 more. 2 and a titch. Just a titch. Okay, so look at how that thickens up with the maple syrup and everything there. So, oh, it smells so good. Oh, yeah. And actually, that smells terrific. But, okay, so there's no buts. Okay, once again, when you're baking and the heat evaporates the liquor, the alcohol part of the flavoring. So you got to remember that. So I need to find a spatula. I had a spoonchula at one time. Where did my spoonchula go? I had a spoonchula. It was like, there it is, see? A spoonchula. It's like a spoon and a spatula all in one. Okay, so we pour this over our vegetables, like so. And now we got to stir this up. We got to mix this together so all the vegetables get slightly coated with this flavoring, which is our maple syrup and our canola oil and our Southern Comfort
and as well as our dill and sage. So make sure, see, some of these potatoes, they stuck together, right? Break them up. Break up, potatoes. Now, I want to make sure that this isn't going to burn. And one way I'm going to do that is we're going to spread it out and we're going to stir it quite often. So there we have it. Oh, it smells great. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's everything in there. And we're going to put that onto our pan. Now, it says to use parchment paper, but because I have such a large amount of vegetables here, and they are really covered well with oil, I am not going to worry about it, but I am going to put a little bit of oil on our pan beforehand, just because I want to make sure nothing sticks. And just get some paper towel and rub that around like so. And this is going to take about 40 minutes to bake. That's baked potatoes, take about that long. Actually, probably need a little higher. 420, 425, 415. Okay, so now we're going to spread this onto our pan here, like so. Now all these flavors will combine into this mixture here. You can see there was extra syrup in the bottom. It kind of stayed there, and we'll move around the pan. Okay, like so. There we have it. Okay, and make sure they're all there. That's going to bake together in the oven. 420 or 415 is what I put it on. Put that in. Timer for 40 minutes. And there we have it. It's going. We're going to clean up our mess here. And also, too, there is a side that you can do with this that I'm going to do that's not called in this recipe, but it's in my recipe. So, hey, it's my show. We're going to brown some butter and put it on top afterwards. So, Community Cooking will be back in 2 minutes in television time and in about 45 minutes in real time. We'll be back. And we're back to Community Cooking. Our veggies are in there cooking away, and they smell terrific. What we're going to do is the extra little sauce I was going to add on the top, not that they need anything more, was some browned butter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to melt some butter in a pan. Then we're going to keep heating it. Now we don't want to burn it. We just want to brown it, which means we need to move the temperature between medium and high. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep watching it. We're going to add a little flavor to it. We're going to add a little cinnamon flavor and maybe just a smidge of mint, just to add something to it. Now, the butter, I'm saying that we're browning the butter because browned butter has its own taste. It's very unique. It's very different. So you got to stay on top of it because the difference between browned butter and burnt butter ain't a whole big bunch, if you know what I'm saying. I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsor, Safeway, for getting all the produce and products we need for each and every show. You need advice, you need something, you don't know what you're looking for, you head down to Safeway. Those nice people will help you out. And we thank you, the viewers, for being with us here each and every week, and hope you keep sending us emails and keep watching the show. Okay, so there's our butter. Now I moved up the heat a bit. We're going to move it up again. We got to watch this. It's going to brown because that's what butter does. So we got it turned up almost right to high. We're going to be watching it. You'll see it start turning. Then we're going to add a little cinnamon, just a sprinkle of cinnamon and a sprinkle of the mint leaves. So there we have it. It's stirring. It's changing color just slowly. Starting to get a richer yellow to it now. And that's the heat. This is the key, is that you got to make sure to watch what you're doing and don't burn it. Okay, so there it is. It's starting to turn slowly. You sort of got to play that little waiting game, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to stir it all the time because the heat needs to really get to it. So you kind of just play with it a little. Okay, you hear it sizzle, yes. And it's darkening up again. Very nice. Okay, and it's continuing to darken. You'll see that there. You see our stove cam. I don't know how good a shot that is, but it is getting darker. It gets darker and darker with each amount of heat that gets to it. It's getting to be almost a golden yellow now, a deep gold, like a wheat color. You can smell it. You can smell the difference in the butter. There it is. That is the point. Oh, throw some on the stove. Ooh, huh. Okay, that is the point we're going. Don't spill it on the burner because, hey, it'll burn. But you can see it's brown and the smell changes right then and there. So quickly, sprinkle in our cinnamon, and we keep stirring. We move it off the heat, and don't spill it on the stove because you get a fire. The cinnamon made it a little browner, and we take our mint leaves, we turn down our element, we stir that up, and you can see that it's brown. Now, like I said, the cinnamon browned it a bit, but it was already brown to start with. So we have our browned butter. Get it off the heat because we don't want to burn it. Now, we have stuff burning on the element. We have smoke all over the place. The alarm went off earlier, but hey, that's what I do. Okay, what I need is I need my mitts. I need my mitts from Granny Rose. See, Granny Rose, I still have them. Who haven't burnt them? Still use them. Okay, and whoa, yes, plenty hot coming out. Putting it right there. Look at all those great color. Actually, you know what I'll do? Let me get this. I'm going to move it to the front counter so you get a really great shot of it. Look at all those colors. The smell, oh, it's terrific. Out of this world. We're going to get ourselves a spoon here. Now, some of it may have gotten to the bottom a little, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I'm going to put our vegetables on our plate. There's a shallot there. And there's some sweet potato and carrots. And, oh, see the sweet potato, how it breaks up, eh? That's the difference there. And parsnips and potatoes. Oh, look at that one, nice and brown. I'm going to grab some of that stuff. That's where some of the oil went down to that end. There's some garlic. And a few more here. We're going to try to load her right up. I don't want to push that onto the floor. Okay, so let me move this now. Now this recipe, lots of butter, lots of oil, lots of all that stuff. Oh, I forgot the element's still on underneath there. You can hear it sizzle. No, it's not still on, but it's still hot. Move that off there. Okay, so now we take our butter, our browned butter. Let's get a nice shot here. Let's arrange this a little better. Okay, and then we simply pour little bits of this butter over top, like so. And there we have it. We have our Know Your Roots recipe. All root vegetables. Wonderful smell. What am I going to try? Well, let's try a carrot. Cut that open because carrots, a little sweet on carrots. Oh, that's kind of nice, eh? Gotta taste, blow it down. Because it's going to be hot coming out of there, boy. Oh my. Oh, that is such a wonderful taste to it all. Oh, that is a great side recipe. You need a side recipe? You need to jazz up a very simple meat recipe like sausage. Make this, you will be most pleased. All we did was we took a bunch of root vegetables. We had carrots, parsnips, rutabaga, potatoes, carrots, shallots, garlic, and sweet potato, or yams, or the two of them. I'm still confused on that. And then we cut them all up. And then on the side, we made a mixture of corn, or maple syrup, and Southern Comfort, and olive oil, and some not olive oil, canola, sage, and dillweed. And we put that all together. We threw it in the oven for about, well, in all honesty, that was 40 minutes. Not lying. 40 minutes, it was done. And then we made a butter. Shush, I know. Bake cancel. Okay. And then we made a browned butter sauce to go on top. So we just browned our butter just at the point it turned brown, took it off the heat, added some cinnamon, added a little dillweed, and here you have it. You know what? I got to taste some of the sweet potato. Because, oh, you know what? This is terrific. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope you've enjoyed learning something a little new. I know I've enjoyed making this dish for you.